Good morning, everyone, and welcome. Before we start, we have a disclosure. Very important for every trader. Uh, Stay on a sim as long as needed before you start using a live money. There is a lot of risk in the trading, so be aware of it. Mostly, some traders cannot handle winning and losing. So please take your time. Doing our experience, a lot of traders do not take the time, they wind up failing in this trading. Trading is a very serious business. It's all about money. You have to take it a little bit more seriously on this, and there is no magic in this uh, trading. You work hard for it, you earn it. You don't work hard for it, you're not gonna make it. Simple as that. For the ones who just joined us the first time, if we are looking at the market analyzer, the first column here on the left upper corner, it is a new signals. You're very welcome to follow the signals and it tell you which direction buy or sell. And then we have the entry price of the signal and then the target. As an example, we have an entry price on the ES 0075, target 905.50. We are 15 ticks into the profit. Target hits, we tell you. On the pullback re-entry, it is a re-entry is 900.50. This is your re-entry point on the ES. And then you have the NASDAQ. Right now is 146 ticks into the trade. All this, what you see on the market analyzer, is based on one contract only, not two, not three, not four, one lot. And every day we use the same time frame. We do not use Renko one day and we use ticks another day and another day, line break, whatever. We use 1 minute every single day for the many years. We use the same time frame. The same story on the market analyzer, 1 minute, and we are using the $10,000. We're not using a full contract, so you're very welcome to follow also the signals for a forex, and you can do the same thing with the stocks as well. But we don't have enough room to do all this. But you can use the stocks, forex, and the future using those signals. On this chart here, it is connected to this market analyzer, and you have three different automated trade: ATM strategy, and a full automated trade. The difference between the market analyzer and the chart: the market analyzer giving you straight number in and out. What is your target? So as an example, right now, based on one contract, we have 431 ticks, total of 3,361. On the chart, sometimes you get updates on the targets and a re-entry tick by tick. So if you are using a full automated, then it does on the bar close. So it's a little bit more updated, depends on the market movement. And then you're very welcome to follow those trades. We're not collecting money. We're not collecting emails. We're not collecting names. As long as at your own risk, follow us on a sim. Very fine. We just sharing our signal, and we're not getting anything back out of it. So if you like it, you're very welcome to stay. You don't like it, we wish you happy trading. At the same time, we show when we have a bad day and a good day. We do not sit on the side all day long. And then at the end of the day, we just show where we're the winners. We show you when we are struggling. As an example, on Friday, we had a disaster day and it was live, and we're not worried about that. So we will show you every single day what is making money and what is not making money for today. On this market analyzer, I just started NinjaTrader. Usually I start a bit early, but now I just restarted NinjaTrader and all the signals are new. On this market analyzer, the blue market analyzer is the scalpers. And as you see, welcome to trading. We are struggling with the NASDAQ scalping today, and we are struggling with the CL scalping today. But we just started the scalpers, so those are the scalpers. At the NinjaTrader 8 controller here, you can see the swing trading. And this is 3 different automated system here. The price action, price action, price action, scalper, and a swing trading. And during this time here, we are analyzing what's going on in the market, and we try to give you where is the new signals, and we tell you, especially for people who are auto trading, we try to highlight what's going on in the trade, and especially for the auto trades, to understand why sometimes your auto trade, any kind of auto trade, why that auto trade is making money and why that auto trade is not. As an example, those are the fibs. I hope I'm not too late on that. This is a beautiful entry on the ES, and there is a very good potential for this ES to go all the way up to 1325. So 903 is a good entry. The exit is a 13. This is very good, nice entry. We will see how, as long as you follow us on the sim, if you're not sure how to trade, that will be very fine with us. Before I trade every day, or before you wanted to trade, I always like to look at an empty chart like this one here. I can have a clean picture. This is one of the things most of the auto traders, they never do. They just turn on the auto trade, whether that auto trade from us or somebody else. When the market, you can see when the ES was stuck between those lines here, your probability gonna have a lot of problems. Right now, once the ES break out from those chop area, this is where you need to start using your auto trades, and this is where you start making the most money. So it is very strong. I like to look at any given market to see how things are working with that market before I decided which direction I want to go for today. And sadly, not too many traders do that in the morning, but sooner or later you have to do that. Another things on the pullback re-entry, the area here, the full automated trade is a trailing stop one. The trailing stop one is based on floating fibs. This is a minor support area. This one here is a re-entry, pullback re-entry. The problem is, like if we are looking at that chart here on the ES, the problem is a lot of traders are using indicators following the market, whether it's an ATR or a MACD. When the market hit the target, we estimated everything here is automatic. You don't have to do anything. The system plot all your target, entry, everything, whether you want to take it manual or auto trade. But when the market hit the target on the ES and the market dropped here, most of 95% of those traders' indicators now is pointing the market down because they use an indicator following the market. They're not predicting anything. This is by now, whether you are using a Renko bar, takes minutes. Now everything is pointing the market down. and then the traders start taking shorts. We're on that system here. We identify this is a pullback re-entry. So when everybody taking a short, we are waiting on the market to come in those areas to take a long again. So this is the difference between retailers and a little bit more advanced traders, because there is no short yet on this ES. And just a second, folks. So we have a lot of traders, they wait on the pullback to re-enter the market. And the potential on those trades is 8 out of 10. They're going to be winners. And you have a 2%. There's nothing 100% in this business. But most of the time, those markets hold on those area here. And we will examine all the other instruments, and we'll show you what we are talking about. So just a second, I'm trying to get a little bit set up here. The eyes today on the Nasdaq, and you see there is a CL and Nasdaq on the Ninja Trader 8 swing trading. So we're gonna bring down some of the trades from the swing trading to show what's going on those trades. I prefer to use or show the 1 minute. We have, if you wanted to use ticks, we can use ticks. But when I'm trying to show, I'm showing the 1 minute. The reason on the 1 minute you get the clear picture. If the auto trade works in 1 minute, can work on any time frame. But if the system does not work on 1 minute, that's mean no use to sit down and over the weekend try to solve a problem where it cannot be solved. And a 1 minute reveal the true power of this indicator or the strategy. That's why you see a lot of auto trades, they refuge to different time frame because they cannot show you the 1 minute. So today we will be also showing you the minute. Of course, if you wanted to use the ticks or the 3 minutes or the 5 minutes, yes, you can. This is the 3 minutes on the CL swing trading. This is the first trade for today. Actually, we started those auto trades around 9 o'clock today, and you can see what time we started, 9 o'clock. You know, I told you that I start my auto trades when I get up in the morning. And sometimes I get up for the DAX, and sometimes I don't make it to get up and trade the DAX if I feel like I'm tired. So I will just chase the US session. I skip the European session. So now we are looking for a trade. We have the YM is on a total different account, but I will show it to you. This is the ATM strategy. And the reason I like the ATM strategy because I can decide if I need to stay on that trade or move my stop loss or the trailing stop. So that's why I like the ATM. But if you do not like to mess with the system, you can use the fully automated. The full automated system will enter the market the same entry, but then once you hit the target, it's over. Most of the time you see the market, there is a good potential to drop the target a little bit further down if this market going a little bit further. A lot of times, if as an example, we have the Nasdaq already hit the target, and then it gave another couple $100 in here, so it's a wasting time and money not to take advantage of it. But if you don't feel like want to deal with it, you just keep it on the fully automated trade, and you will be exiting on the target. If you are using the ATM, then you can decide you want to exit on some of the trades or not, or you want to extend the targets. This is I prefer to get involved with those trades than let the auto trade take advantage of the situation. This is the ES we called a few minutes ago. We are expecting for the ES, for the ones they follow me on that trade, we are expecting to exit right now at 11.50. Before I said we need to exit at 13, but right now on that trade, this one here has nothing to do with the swing trading or the price action. I just called that trade for you. If you wanted to follow on the sim, you're very welcome. I do that sometimes. I try to call 1 or 2 trades a day, no more, because I don't want it to be the room for just calling the trades. I want you to learn how to follow signals and how to follow fibs, and I don't want it to turn it to just calling the trades for you. I don't want to do that. So normally, if you look at those videos, I call a couple of trades sometimes during the session. Normally, I get it 8 out of 10. And for the ones they follow me, they know that normally I get it 8 out of 10. I wish I can get it 10 out of 10. I do not, but we get 8 out of 10, and I'm happy with 8 out of 10. So this is the trade. We called it for you right on the spot. You have a clear way all the way up to those level here, and I will let you know when to exit on that trade. So when I see the system, there is no new signal, I try to call one for you, and this way you can you will not leave here empty-handed anyway. So this is the ones we called today, and if I find any new signals, I will be more than glad to share those signals with you. The reason we are doing this is a lot of traders, they see people come out, do promotions at night, and once everything is over, not doing the trading hours, which has been causing a lot of problems by those amateur trading coming in expecting what they see after the fact. When the day is over, they see a couple of chart made a lot of money, and they are expecting the auto trade. This is the way it works. And the whole idea here is to show you that doing those sessions here, there is a lot of problems. Sometimes the auto trade, whether it's our auto trade or somebody else auto trade, is irrelevant, but it's not as simple as people think. So a lot of people are been waved from the reality that doing those sessions, there is a lot of a chop market. Sometimes the market is sideways. Sometimes we have an FOMC day. Someday we have the market gets stuck in the channels, and the traders they get in this idea that when you are auto trade, they only seeing the winning trade after the fact, and they think that person have every chart is making money. That's not true. What he's showing is showing couple, three, four charts made it for today, and he forgets to show you the other 80 charts that did not make it today. That's why you see a lot after the fact. They come and show you a Renko bar, and they show you 1 day ticks, 1 day different time frame, because they cannot be consistent on one time frame. They cannot. Before I get hammer, excuse me, guys, I'm gonna disconnect the Skype. So, this misleading the traders has caused a lot of problems with the auto trading, and they think it's just magic. There is nothing magic with the auto trading. It is a very good um, to let the auto trade take our emotions away. But nevertheless, if we don't understand what's going on, then we have a problem with the trading. And so, what I'm gonna highlight right now, I will try to show you how this market moving during those time, and we will try to let you be aware when there is a problem in the market. As an example, right now, this we call that trade for you. The projection was a 905, and now if is any pullback on the ES, you bet it's gonna hold at 905. So if somebody following us on that trade, you are in the clearance all the way to the 11 or 12. This is a very good money, and this is probably your best option for today. And we'll try to find for the Nasdaq. The Nasdaq is already had the signal earlier today, and we are already on a 200 ticks, is way above the target, so there is not much we can do on the Nasdaq. And now we are expecting to get reversal on the Nasdaq, but we wait on. It's too early to call that trade on the reversal because we still in that trade on the ES, and probably we are climbing to the 1175 if you are follow that trade we called. So if you wanted to know where is your stop loss on this one here, I will be more than glad to show you where you need to put your stop loss. Do not use dummy trailing stop. This is really bad to use a dummy trailing stop, but I will guide you how to use your trailing stop. What we are using now, a trailing stop below the projection, not out and protected. This is very important, folks. When you are trading, you should not use a trailing stop and protect it. You should be hiding behind a bar, a fib, projection, whatever you want to call it, but you do not use a dummy trailing stop on a trades like this. You always try to move your trading stop from one area to another, and you should have a defense system. You should have a projection or a fib line protecting that trade for you. And if you don't do that, then you will never be able to, in the future, trade in any way, get in a big chunk of money on a good trade. You will never be able to do that. So this is straight out first trade we call today. And you are, if you are on one contract, you are $262 up. And I hope everybody, we recommend to be on the sim because we're not allowed to call the trade for you. So please follow us on the sim. And I'm sorry, sometimes I stay quiet because also I'm trying to manage something else in here. Okay, so let's go ahead and follow that ES trade. Keep your eye on the first column here. You will find there is a new signal coming out on the first column here. There is a sound, but I do not like sound, so uh, right now we are 400 ticks from the entry signal. It's not all day long. It is from your entry signal. Let's look at the scalping. We are struggling on the scalper. We are really struggling on the 1 minute. And this is the 150 ticks. We use two different time frame. We use 1 minute and we use 150 ticks. And right now you can see the 1 minute is really struggling. And welcome to trading. What you see, what you get. There is nothing we can do about it. Welcome to trading. Um, for the guys, no, I have them off, but for the guys, our members did not show up to the room. I'll try to turn them on right now. And we covered the B scalpers on 5 minutes. I don't have them on, but I will turn them on and I will cover a little bit about the scalping. Also, there is a very good time frame in the public. We use 1 minute and 150 ticks because I don't want to change the time frame. We've been using the same every day for many years. But for our traders on Monday, it's the same link. Try to log in, and you know we are extremely busy. So if you don't log in on Monday and see what is an update and what's going on, of course we have a recorded. You can ask for the recording, but it is much better if you are you can log in on every Monday for members only. Then you can ask the direct questions, and we can share some settings with you. And It's sad, some traders now they just want to follow us on the YouTube, but I just want to say to our members, try to come in on Monday to see what's going on, so we don't have to repeat ourselves constantly. Or you can have the recorded webinars, but it's not the same when you are in the room. You can ask direct questions, and so some traders or our members, they are skipping the Mondays and coming directly to Tuesdays, and maybe it's not very smart. I'm sorry, I'm trying to concentrate, but also I will be activating some what we have covered on Monday, and at the same time I need to look on the trades. For the ones we called for you guys, we still climbing. There is no problem. We still expecting the 12, and which will be very nice trade for you guys. On the Nasdaq, I'm doing something, but once I'm done, we can find a reversal trade on the Nasdaq, or we can find a new signal coming in from the market analyzer. I just need to activate the B scalpers for our members, and I want to show them something. I would like to cover it. A lot of members did not show up on Monday, so maybe I can take advantage of it and share this information with our members. Just if you allow me a few minutes. Uh, yes, I will show you that. Let them kick in for a few minutes, and then I will cover the B scalpers and then show you what's going on. I just covered the Nasdaq 1 minute, and this is your Nasdaq 1 minute on the swing trading. We started around 9 o'clock, and this is one trade, and we are done with the Nasdaq. I've been uh, I've been enjoying this Nasdaq a lot. The Nasdaq has become really nice to trade. Even I start liking it better than in ES. So if we look at the market analyzer, you look at those videos every single day. We go live. We're not hiding anything, and you'll find out it's not unusual minimum every day 70 80 ticks on the Nasdaq. What it makes me happy on the Nasdaq, for those guys have a small amount of money, they still can trade, and they don't need to take a lot of risk with the CL and the DAX and some other ones. It is an affordable instrument. It's much more affordable than an ES, and it moves very nicely. If you get up a little bit early and you wait on the signal on the Nasdaq on the price action, your probability is going to be one trade for today, and it is over. And this is really nice to see. For the ES, the one we called, we have a little pullback right now, and the stop loss we use 904. So if you are happy for what you got, you can exit. Or if you would like to continue on that trade, we are expecting to be at 12, 11, 75, 12 to exit. But if you are happy for what you got, exit, but do not enter again. That's for sure. Or if you like to stay on that trade, then put the trailing stop at 904.75. And we are hoping that ES is gonna keep climbing to the 1175. So it is your call. But for me, I don't want to sell out of $200, on a trade. I will prefer to just break even with a trade than to sell out cheap. I prefer to get on every trade as much as I can. Could be 300, 500, or 600, or sometimes we see $1,000. Then to go ahead and exit on a couple $100. The problem is this with amateur trading that after 5 minutes he's trying to find a new entry, and this is when he starts getting in trouble. And so try to learn that break even plus a few ticks, hide behind a good area, and let it do a job and be away a little bit from the market prices, because the market is going to go back and forth a lot. And if you don't leave room between your trade, and that is going to cause you problems. So now I'm counting on the projection at 0.5 to hold. And look where is the market right now on the ES because of our projection. Now we are playing cat and mouse on one tick. You see? So either that ES is going to hold on those position here. You see, look, you see, we are playing now. We are fighting on one tick. You see, right at the projection, folks. Accuracy in this business is priority. It's not the number of indicators, it's accuracy. And if we notice now, the ES is sitting right at the projection. Those are your $35 zone. This is your best investment you will ever get in this business. But now, if this market gonna be breaking this 0.525, then I want to give up that trade, and then I will nail it one more time. But right now, you can see it's a cat and a mouse on a tick, and this is where you are never be able to do this on Renko bars, honestly. And they look good, but the accuracy is missing. Ninja Trader chart is in minute, nothing else. Is in minute, and that is the end of the story. So right now, we are right at the projection at 0.525, and my trailing stop is at 0.475 for a reason. So that's why we decided to go live in front of the traders to show the good things and the bad things, the bad trades and the good trades. And when you are in a swing trading, when you have a big size, like if we take as an example a CL, yes, the automated trade is gonna exit when the trend is over, without any doubt. Okay. But when you are on a 700, when you are trying to swing trade, and when you are on a 700 or 800 or 1,000, why we need to give up some of this money away if we know where is the limitation on every market? So that is going to make a big difference. Some people don't look at it this way, but if every day you increase your trade by $200, this is a $50,000 a year out of the window because you're refusing to look at the chart. During my experience, we are, we went public many years ago. It is like you are sitting in a class. You have some students in the class. They get A plus, and some of them they will get F, or they will dump on that course or on that class, and they're all sitting in the same class. So what I'm trying to say, the trading is like you are sitting in a class actually, or in a university. If you do your homework, you're gonna pass the exam, and you're gonna go move on. And if you don't want to do anything, that business is not gonna give you anything, and that is guaranteed. You can change software, you can buy every auto trade. Of course, there is a one system is better than the others. I'm not gonna say all of them the same. No, some of them they should not be even in the market. But what I'm saying is, a trader, it is, you have to look at the chart. Honestly, you cannot just ignition, left off, and now we are in the moon. It's not gonna happen this way. Now, for those guys are following us on this trade, now we got some new problem. Is a 907 projection is coming right in there. You can see is right there, 907.25. So when you are trying to use swing trading, automated trading, now you know you are in trouble here. You know you are in trouble here. So it is for you to decide you want to exit out of that trade, or look at this to the tick, folks. And this is an ES 1 minute live in front of you. We have a projection at 0750. Now the market is going back to the same old projection and 0525, and it's going to drive you crazy between those two until those guys decide if they're going to try to break those area here. If we are able to break that area, this is your lucky day for that trade. So there is a good potential we will be exiting at 1225. So we'll keep our eye on that one. I wanted to cover later on for those traders has missed the B scalper on Monday, and I will cover it here in the room right now. I just need to pull up a chart on the Nasdaq to see what's going on the Nasdaq. There is nothing right now. Okay. So watch this one, folks. After the automated trade is gonna give you that entry right there, and you're gonna exit here. Fine. And then you're out of the game. And we saw earlier we were above 200 ticks on the Nasdaq. Now the Nasdaq is start taking a dive. Fair enough. If we notice here, by now, if any trader, amateur trading, using indicators, by now, whether he's on 1 minute, 3 minutes, Renko bar, ticks, you name it, by now, all his indicator pumping short. Momentum, MACD, double MACD, whatever, all those basic, they've been around for many years, and they've been tweaked and tweaked and tweaked and renamed and tweaked, but this is the same 10 basic indicators. By this time here, this is where most of the traders start making mistake and losing money. They start jumping in on that trade because now their indicators, their ATRs MACDs, whatever. Momentum below 50, whatever, above 50, below 80, above 20, whatever. Now it's going down. And this is where most of the traders start falling to this trap. For our traders, don't get excited. We have a lot of new members. So even if you're auto trade, exit this trade, you nailed it, you're done. There is still a lot of option. We still can make money, even if the auto trade exit on that trade. Very simple. That's why we measure the pullback re-entry on those every single instruments for a reason. The market don't go back up and down only. The market go back, reconfirm, and then keep moving. So this is a pullback. This is your trailing stop one. This is your trailing stop two. This is your re-entry point. This is exactly the market is doing what's supposed to, pulling back, confirming to those area. And now we are actually exceeding those areas, the potential areas. But those here, for every trader we have, remember, give me those auto trades you have on one screen and give me one chart or two chart on your sim account and take those trades manually for me. Why? Because then you start learning all the tricks in this business when you are having a problem, when the market is moving, when the market, this is gonna help you a lot. And you're gonna see 8 out of 10 your trades, they're gonna make it. Sometimes they're gonna make it all the way to the target. Sometimes they go up. I don't know what is gonna happen tomorrow, but I know if you wait those trades, 8 out of 10, there is a lot of potential here. 8 out of 10. I cannot give you 100%. We don't have any magical things. I cannot give you 100% on anything. But what I can tell you, this is 8 out of 10, and this is a trader dream. If this is not a trader dream, then what? I don't know what you're looking for. We broke that. Now I want to show. Now we broke that area here. This is the second one. We broke it. There is a projection and there is a support line. This is where, for the ones are following us on this trade, now we are moving the trailing stop again below the resistance and the projection. This is where one trade for today or two trades a day, that is gonna recover your account by using a dummy trailing stop. It is the worst enemy you will ever use in your trading. Yes, it is nice after a big damage on your account to see $100 and pack in. But you know what? If you jump in the water, your whole body is wet and there is nothing but left except your head. So if you were trading and you lost a great deal of money, your whole body in the swimming pool, so what is missing is only your head, might as well dive in and get it over with. What I'm saying is, if you have damaged your account by not listening to some people telling you to take it easy before you go live, fair enough. I cannot even get my own children to listen, so why strangers should listen? But then when you grab a trade, you need to hide behind some kind of fibs, projection, resistance, support, and you can yank that trade all the way to the last tick in it. And what you're looking at this chart is a total investment of $35. That chart is $35 investment. So tell me, where can you go wrong with this one? You know, so And this is a big piece of that cake. The trading is cut in three, four pieces, and this is a huge piece right there. Your basic knowledge you should know when you are taking a trade. I need to know where is the high limitation on that trade before I exit. If you don't do that, even if you are auto trading, you say it's not my problem. Oh yeah, it is your problem, because sometimes on the swing trading, um, you have $600, $800, as you see. I need to know where I am on that trade. It cannot be just blind and blame everything on the. If I'm trading the 3 minutes is between the 5 and the 1 minute, and I'm swing trading the auto trade. That's fine. This one here is 375. This one is we call that trade is 300. So at least I know that auto trade. I mean, the auto trade closes itself, you know, but there is a button on top here. It takes you 1 millisecond. You say, I'm happy for that amount. And today I'm done. I'm happy for that amount. I don't want to trade anymore. And I'm done. So by knowing this knowledge here, the whole idea here now we are going live. We are donating every day 2 hours from our busy schedule. Not just to sit down and tell you, look what this and this. I'm try to open the eyes that to a trader that you cannot just shoot a blind in this business. You simply cannot. Uh, and quit blaming everyone. You need to blame yourself first. The driver behind every. But knowledge. I mean, if if this one $35 does not even cover your pizza. I mean, I don't know. If this one you refuse to look at, maybe you are in the wrong business, really, because I don't see it. I mean, I would never trade anything without those. This is basic. Number one, when you come out in the morning, you have to look at any instruments, kicking the tires to see what's going on. I know here there is a chop. I know where it's going to be. Pullback re-entry. That's exactly how we call that trade for you today. We know where to hide our trailing stop, and we know where is our target. It's right there. It's sitting right there waiting on us. Always pullback re-entry, folks. Look, the market to drop to this level here, those bars here is noises. They make you panic. This is noises. Then the market pull back. This is an entry. This is an entry. Then manage to break those area, pull back. This is re-entry. And the same story again. Pull back on the projection, pull back again on the projection, and now we broke that area, pulling back on the second projection. Once you have a clear head, a little bit of not being negative in the trading is not going to get you anywhere. And try to dismiss people with a negative attitude. They're not going to get you anywhere. And try to have a clean mind to see what's going on. If you have a fight with somebody in the traffic or children, wife, or anything, maybe you should not be trading today. Just turn on the auto trade and not to look at the market. Maybe it is good. So I want to make sure just for the ones that are taking these trades, follow me on the right path on this one here. You see how I moved my trailing stop from one to another and keep hiding. If I'm right on that trade, I need to get paid. Very simple. I'm not going to be settled down with $100. If I'm right, I'm right. And I need to get paid for it. As simple as that. If you're wrong, you're going to pay immediately. That's it. Nobody cares. Nothing. We're just in numbers. So your target is 12.25 right now, and we will take it from there on that trade. So we'll see what will happen on that trade. I wanted to cover. Seems like I lost everything here. For the traders has missed out on Monday. This is your B scalper market order. 5 minutes. This is your B scalper market order. 5 minutes. We on a YouTube we are using 1 minute and 150 takes. You know, but for you as a trader, and I'm insistent to keep the same time frame on a YouTube because I don't want to be. I criticize those people using Renko bar and takes, and so I'm stuck with the 1 minute and 150 takes. But we're gonna recover those again on Monday, and those are not market orders; those are live market. They're not limited orders; they are market order, and the advantage on that, as you notice, even for the ones that have been asking us about the DAX, if we can scalp the DAX. This is an amazing results on the DAX, even just as good as the our swing trading on the DAX. So it's very important. The same link to all our members, not to just to come on YouTube. Try to log in on Monday to see if we can cover that one more time and try to learn a little bit more. If we notice, look at this, folks. We can say the ones are following us when we had the stop loss here. We can say it was an accident. Truth. Look again, the same story. That prove. That's why nobody can come in live every day using 1 minute, show all instruments. Good luck with that. Finding somebody can do that. Nobody would dare do that. You know, the same story we did on the previous projection is the same story again on the second projection when we moved the trailing stop. The market pulled back, coming in, and it was the problem between us and the trailing stop was one tick. The same story happened 10 minutes ago when we moved it right there. You know, here's your projection. We put the trailing stop right there, the stop loss. And it was the same story here. The market came in right to this $35 zone you refuse to look at. So now it is very important for us to cross the 0925. Once we cross the 0925 now, if we are able to cross that, we are in a lot of enchiladas here. You know, we have all the way straight home to 912. If this ES is not able to break that area here, that's mean maybe it is it's gonna come and knock us out this time out of that trade. So now we know what's going on in that trade, and we know. Look, you see, Trading is easy once you know what you're looking for. Really, trading is easy. It does not come overnight. I agree with you, but predicting the future, it is a really a challenge. And look at this. It's gonna break it. If it's gonna be break it, everyone follow us on that trade is gonna be on a very nice home run today. Right now, we're still going around in the circle based on the last signals. We are okay. We're breaking it. We are a home free. We have 426 ticks based on the last entry signal. It's not all day long, folks. It's not all day long. So I'm trying to find anything useful beside the ES right now. I keep losing the YM chart. Why? Okay, here it is. Okay, and an ES. Okay. Okay, guys, we'll see what will happen on that trade. If you want to follow that signal on the, I don't know if I was busy. I don't know if you had a new signal on the YM entry price, limited order entry price 89 level, 89 level. It says 87, yes, but I'm trying to give it a couple ticks more. There is a new signal. I didn't pay attention. This is right now. This is the price, entry price right now on the base, a new entry on the YM. And it is a very nice trade. There we go. Okay, we have a lift off. We have both of them are up. On the, if whoever follow us on the YM, be careful. We have a problem at 210, 6210. Yeah, we have a problem there. So if you don't want to deal with it, exit at 26210. Exit on the YM, please. Or if you want to stay, use like what I done here. There we go. We are about to hit the target on the ES, but we're gonna jack it a little bit, see if we can get it. Uh, if you're on that ES trade, you're happy with your $400-500. Exit at 12 even. Exit at 12 even. Exit at 12 even. And if you don't know where to exit, you want to move your trailing stop, move it to the, I'm sorry, I cannot keep chasing, but this one here, the exit at 6210, this is your trade and is over with right there. What's happened to the CL? Let me see the CL. Okay, the CL, we are going straight down on the CL. The target is 69.37. Watch out for that turbulence on. We are about to break this one. There is one left. Is 69.52. Folks, it's very hard to cover everything for you when I'm trying three different systems. I apologize. Sometimes I get late on covering something, but there is nothing I can do. It is really hard to cover everything at the same time. But right now, we got you $300-400 on the ES, and we got you a few dollars on the YM. I didn't follow the signals. I wasn't paying attention, but we called those two in time, and I missed out on the CL to call it for you. But we called those two on time, so that's very good. Okay, now we need to see if this ES not gonna hold at 909, then close that trade. It is very important that 909 hold position on the ES. Anything below that, close position, please. Now it is back to the same entry. Look. If this one gonna hold, that's mean this Nasdaq is going back up. If this area not gonna hold, that's mean go ahead, lock in your profit with the $300 better than nothing. It's over. Okay. You see, this is where the key point right there. Okay, it's over. Close it, folks. Close it. It's over. Close it. It's over with the ES. I'm gonna stand, or if you don't want to close it, you can pull it back to the 907, like I do. I'm gonna leave a gap open between me and this ES. So if you want to do that, you can do that. If you nailed it, like what we expect in it here at the double resistance, and you want to re-enter the YM, sure. You can re-enter the YM right there at 171. Follow me on the sim. We're not allowed to call live trade for you. Folks, I'm gonna go get a fresh coffee. Oh, CL, where is the CL? Here is the CL. We have a double support area at 69.52. Be careful with that one. You see where it stopped? So, okay, I broke it. You see, if you are on a fully automated trade, it's gonna exit right there and get it over with. But we are a human. We like to get a little bit more on our plate. So now the problem here, the double support line, if we break this double support line, there is a good potential for 69.24. So there is a lot of bread in it. But if you are on a fully automated, you're going to be exiting on 69.35. Now, the market analyzer is based on one contract, but I'm using two contracts on the ATM strategy. So you can use one contract if you want to, or you can use 10 or 5, whatever can tick you. You can do that. But it seems like we break in those area. We want to confirm it at the 69.51 on the ES. And then if we break that area, we have a lot of good potential, not even 69.34, could be a lot of potential. There is a lot of ticks between 34 and 24. And this is, if you think about it, every instrument, you will have that. There is a couple $100 different on each one of them. That is a lot of bread to give away. Let me try to cover this. You see? The market come back, pull back, and now it's climbing again. So because of the ES. So this trade again, for the ones are following the trades on the YM, you're gonna have a problem again at 62.10. Keep your hand light-handed to close position, because you're gonna bump into the same problem again at 62.10. So keep your hands on the mouth. Be a little bit light-handed with it. For the CL traders, we'll see how we're gonna manage out of that trade. For the ones follow me on the trailing stop, like what I'm having it here. Also for you, you need to. That's what we said from the first 5 minutes when we started the webinar today. Keep your eye on the 912. Keep your eye on the 912, and I try to keep my eye on it, and I will cover it for you. But keep your eye on the 912. If you still okay, we have a projection. It seems like it's gonna break it. We have a projection at 1025. Okay, well, nothing is easy. Okay, let's see. This one is about to break the CL to 69. It is really hard. You don't know how hard it is until you try it yourself. Be in the public and trying not to make mistakes in the public, and at the same time trying to cover everything with the 3 different automated trading. Good luck with that. Yes, this is an example, guys, on the ES 3 minutes, well, especially for those guys auto trading. Now you understand you are on a $600 a trade on that one. And now you can see what the kind of problem you're facing in here. So this is where sometimes a human can say, I'm exiting or not. It's up to you. There we go. There we go. If you are on a full automated trade, you will be exiting at 69.26. And with the full automated trade, you can say -3 ticks from the target, and then the auto trade ticket -3 ticks or 5 ticks from the target. And it is very good to do that. Like you say, 3 ticks below or above, if you want to, the target or at the target price with the full automated. So on the full automated, you'll get exit at 69.26. But, we are a human, and we are also doing very well with the ES. And it's the same story here on the YM. You gotta be careful with the. You gotta be careful with the 2610, guys. Keep your hands light on the mouth. You have to be light-handed, and when you are trading future, you have to have a light hands. Even if you are auto trading, irrelevant. Okay. ES, yeah, I forgot to cover the ES. ES, we still at the high here at 91150. It will be healthy to see above the 1150 level. I mean, between 1150 and 12, there is not much, but we're nailing it. This is very good. It seems like those projection are holding at that level. 1025, final destination 1225. For the CL traders, do not let it panic. This is, if there's any pullback, there is a re-entry at 69.51 short. Any pullback, there is a re-entry at 69.50. And that's why I like the ATM. Now I move back the trailing stop and hide the trailing stop behind a wall. because this is a floor in Fibs, and my trailing stop was unprotected here. So what I did, I pulled it here because I'm expecting that market to drop. Of course, when the market move fast, it's gotta go back. Every time the market drop fast or go up fast, it's gotta go back, reconfirm those numbers. Absolutely. So this over, sometimes it gets blown in our face and it could be over. We're not genius sometimes. And sometimes there is a pullback and there is nothing we can do in the trading. There is no guarantee in the trading. Every single trade we're going to be nailing. There is nothing. There we go. The ES is climbing. This is very good. Let's look at the YM. Okay, like what we expected. I told you to be careful with the 6210. This is a pullback re-entry. For anyone would like to try that live, it is something really amazing how much stress we go through when we are going live trying to direct some traders how things go. And it is really a challenge, guys. Don't underestimate it, how hard it is. And how hard it is. We are donating every day 2 hours from our work. It's not easy at all, you know. So there we go. This is a re-entry. I don't know how well it will be, but this is a re-entry. You're very welcome to follow it on Sim. And the ES seems like confirming on the 910. So we'll see how the outcome. I wanted to go for fresh coffee. And there we go. Seems like the re-entry price working very good. And whoever followed us on the ES, you just nailed based on one contract a little over 400, 500. If you want to get greedy, that's very fine with me. Now we drove you all the way to the 12, as we said, expected this morning when we first started this webinar at 10 o'clock. We said, here is your entry and here is your target today is 912, and we almost delivered that. Now, if you're trying to get a little bit greedy, I can totally understand. And, so there is let me tell you what you are facing right now on this. You are facing double resistance, third resistance, and final destination 1475. So if you want to be in that pot, now you are taking a higher risk. If you are happy for what you're getting, close at 450 and get it over with. So this is the story for today. And look, the YM, we told you to be light-handed with your trade, and we deliver exactly where we told you. But we are expecting the market is very strong. We are expecting the YM target is all the way up here. The system has put it there. So why we want to give away? So we're going to go ahead and see if that YM is going to break or those level. If we are, and it seems like we are, so we are on a very good potential trades. Keep your eye on those here area. That will be very nice. And let's see what will happen. We have a projection at the CL at 69.39. If we are able to break that projection, then there is a good potential for 69 level. And we delivered what we promised this morning. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. 2912, as we expected at 10 o'clock this morning when we started trading. So congratulations on your $450. Here is for those guys refusing. If you are a swing trading right now, you're gonna have a potential for another 700. I have no clue. I have no crystal ball, and I'm By 12 o'clock, I get hungry and tired, and I'm no longer interested. But when we are looking at this market here, we know there is a good potential breaking up and there is a good potential projection. It's 50-50 in those area here. So especially for those guys on an auto trade, and it takes you 1 millisecond to close position, get it over with, and then what you need to do, either turn into sim or you need to close your computer and run as fast as you can so the devil will not play with your head. A very simple, straightforward, guys. Very. You see how the YM as predicted, and this is we deliver it exactly to the tick for today at 10 o'clock, and we also call that trade for you on the CL to the tick as well. But now start getting weak on that trade, so it's up to you. You want to stay on that trade or not. I'm gonna go for a fresh coffee. I'm getting beat up. We delivered on the ES, we deliver on the YM, and we'll see what will happen. 5 minutes, folks. Get fresh coffee. All right. All right, guys. We have called you the third trade today on the sim. And to follow us on the sim, please. We're not responsible for your trades. Short trade in here. We call this YM. The YM, there is a potential climb into the automated trading. We'll see. And this is exactly where we delivered the system. For the ones that are following us, I told you we have the institutional daily target Monday through Friday. This has nothing to do with the automated trading. Every day from 11 to 12, except Friday on the first 2 hours, we will now, for you as a retailer, you get the target 1 and target 2. But for now, once it gets out of the band, I'm trying to be safe. Once we get out of the band, there is a short entry at 13.25 because this is a profit taken before lunch. But the target is 13. We hit the 12. So this is your call if you wanted to take the short from here, or if you wanted to wait till the 13.25 and nail that trade reversal. The reason is now is 11.23, and those targets that comes between 11 and 12, except Friday, the first 2 hours, is technically out of the band, resistant, profit taken at 12 o'clock. And I'm going to stay with it today to show you can. There we go. Look at it, folks. I mean, speaking, look at it. This is target 2 and target 3. It is not for you. It's too complicated for you. So let's stay on the target 1 and the target 2. And what will happen right now on the 13 level? Profit taking. Watch it. Watch this market. 13 level is going to be some profit taken, because if I'm hungry, they are hungry. Now it's 11.25. So this is going to be reversal, and there is a good potential on that reversal to take it down all the way to 903. So I'm trying to guide you even when we exit out of the life for today. I'm trying to give you where you need to exit also. Okay, so your exit is 903. So that will give you around 10 points on this trade. Welcome to trading. For the ones that follow us on the CL, they didn't have time to follow us on the signal entry. We call that trade here at 69.52, and we are going down with that. I don't know how many ticks you got from that. 52. You are happy. So everyone followed us today. Nailed 475 on the base on one contract on the ES. The CL is open. I don't know how many, where they got the entry, whether from here or here, some of you. And we call the trade on the YM, which you are $262. All in all, it is 10 times better than when you are taking those trades on your own. Very simple. I challenge retailers can do that. Follow 3 different markets and nail 3 different markets in the same time. So right now, I'm going to stay a little bit longer to guide you on the ES. before those big boys go for lunch. Now we are flirting with the 12. If you are generous, you can take it short from here. And if you are tight trader, you need to take it from 13 or 13.25. Watch this market. Profit taken at 13.75. Profit taken 13.75. Institutional number. This has nothing to do with the auto trade, guys. So don't get messed up. This is an auto trade. This is an auto trade. This is an auto. No, this one I called it for you. The auto trade got 45 ticks on the ES trade. Based on one contract is 550. So it was much earlier trade than what we when we called that trade. But this is the area where 1250. So we are shining away 2 ticks. But this is where the short trade at 13.25, you call it. The profit taken is 13.75, folks. I don't know how each one of you can handle it. You want to short it out from here, you can. You want to wait till it gets 13 or 13.25, you can. Final destination on that is going to be 10 points, actually. So it's your call. Watch this, baby. Watch. Watch, folks. Watch. You know, watch this profit taking. Sometimes those poor guys, they sit down behind the screen. They don't understand the game. Look at this. 13. We got you all the way to 13 if you want to short trade that one. The target is 13.75, folks. Watch this one here. Look how those institutional muggy. It must be the YM. Yeah, the YM. Look at those guys, how they're not smarter than you, believe me. They only got more money than you do. But they're not smarter than you, believe me. Kiss the ES goodbye. We are 13. 12.75. Profit taken at 13.75. They might get a couple bars above that just to knock you out, but kiss it goodbye. The ES is over. Kiss it goodbye, folks. For the guys has not closed that trade, close that trade. It's finished. It's over, and it is a reversal. It's finished. Yes, good luck. Anybody can come out live and show us. Also, the YM, guys, is over because the ES is over. Look at this, guys. 13, and kiss it goodbye. They might play you one bar or two, but it is over. Technically, it's over. The ES technically is over. Lunchtime, and there is nothing can be done on the ES. So we're still on the CL trade. We call that trade for you. And now it's confirming those trades. Okay. So I think we did extremely, extremely well, and whoever follow us today is a very happy camper, and we're gonna wait a little bit longer, a few minutes. Maybe we can find something for you to keep you busy the rest of the day. If you notice, folks, what we are talking about, the ES stopped. The ES stopped exactly as expected, and maybe gonna go up again to the 13 level, but this is the destination for that ES for today. So we'll try to stay a little bit longer to see how things is gonna uh, fall on this one here. But 1375, it is the target. It is really amazing. Come on, we need one more tick. One more tick. Good. So, guys, 1375 confirmed. Profit taken and is over. I'm gonna be quiet for a few minutes, and we will see how this ES. I like to show you how this ES gonna come out on a reversal. The CL has been confirmed those level where we called for you. And the target, we still gonna try to get the 69.19. Also, timing is very important. Now it's 11:37, and what is the lunch hours? And when you know what is the target before lunch, that is gonna make a difference on the trade. Okay, the ES now start losing momentum and start losing the pressure. This is where the reversal, and this is your target is 903. This is a lot of a bread. It's almost 10 point. But of course, you need to watch it on the way down, and we will see how things gonna come out. So we did not just showed you all the way going up, nailing $500 on one trade. Now we are about to show you how you can also take advantage of it on the way down. And there we go, folks. So if you notice a trading, once you have somebody guiding you, you will find it very easy. And the reason is because maybe your eye is not trained to take a trace, or you're not trained to know what's going on. And that the only time it's going to come out is when you do your work in there, when you do your homework. It's exactly like when you are in a class in the old days, when you have somebody making the first in the class and the other guy is carrying the flag with getting a lot of. So for us, technically, this one is finished, and there is no more a long trade on the ES. Even if they try to tease you with one bar or two, it's finished. There is nothing can be done. It's 1140. Target two hit. That's mean profit taking. Very simple, clear, and one bar up or one bar down is become irrelevant to the technical wise. It's finished. It's over. Lunchtime, your target two, out of the band, resistant, finally, technically, is a short trade. And you can see the YM losing momentum. Based on the last entry signal, right now we are up to 632 ticks based on one contract and 1 minute. All those right in front of you. So there is no. We called some trades manually, and the ones the signals applied in there is right in front of you. At the moment, we have 50 ticks on the ES and 290 ticks on the NASDAQ based on the last signal, and 48 ticks on the YM, 6 ticks on the Russell. Don't let him fool you, guys. This ES is over. There is nothing. Just knocking you out of that trade. Gold, 8 ticks. Wow. DAX 127 ticks, 79 ticks, and then 30 ticks. Total of 652 ticks for today, based on one contract. I want to say tomorrow, the same time at 10 o'clock, I want to say it's been a pleasure serving every one of you. I hope today was good for every trader, whether it's our member or non-member. You're very welcome. We open our heart to everyone. Come and sharing our system with you. As long, again, we're not responsible for your trade, you very welcome to follow anything. We are sharing those signals with you. We're not collecting your name. We're not collecting money, and I doubt it very much that any other room you are paying for can give you better performance than what we are doing here for free. We'll see you all tomorrow, 10 o'clock Eastern Time, the same channel. And I want to say special thank you even to non-members, all the compliments we've been getting, and some of the compliments that were really funny. One guy says, "Sam, you are a musician. I mean, you're just magician with this market. Some people are following those trades, and they're not even our members. Have We have helped a lot of people, and we have shown you the good trades, and we have shown you the bad trades. We piss off a lot of competition. That's very good, and it cannot get any better than that. I'm very pleased with everything. God bless you all, and see you on tomorrow at 10 o'clock, the same channel. Bye for now.